cold. Busy streets we walked hand in hand. All of these are gone. The gunshots, my screams, words people told me I don't believe. I put the part of me that was willing to death long ago. A closed mind to prevent anyone from taking your heart away from mine. I'll never feel it beat again. We went to bed. We never opened the door again, for fear of losing a child again. But instead I lost you. Today is Judgment Day, the day we waited for. Fire and brimstone from the sky. And the next poem I'm going to read is from it's from a chapbook, which is basically the story behind the book is it's from the point of view of a fictional Walt Whitman if he had lived in the 21st century. And so this is one of my favorite sections from the book. It's a short chapbook. And I am not distracted except when I hallucinate. I think you're calling me, but you're really not. Then I am distracted. I think you're sending me letters, but you're really not. I think we're sitting side by side, but we're really not. You are all of humanity, my sisters, my brothers. Don't you know? Don't you feel? Can you hear the words I say to you? When the sun goes down and the war begins that will destroy the world? I'm the last of the poets. I'm the last of the prophets. Here at the end of the world, when everything we know is gone, it will be so dramatic. It will be nothing to smile about. But even though we are alone, the last ones who are breathing, I will give you something to keep and to smile about. A reason to recognize that even now at the end of the world, at the end of the nuclear winter, we made some mistakes. And before we say goodbye to the ones who caused this, to the ones who were the victims, before we die of the radiation, we will recognize we spent so much of our time working that we forgot to live. We spent so much of our time receiving that we forgot to love. And long after we are gone, and long after no one remembers us, remember that the kelson of creation is love, the love I have for you. And there's 2 more poems left. This one is from my book Unity, which is one of my latest ones. This is number 4 from the book. And this one's pretty short. When you remember, slow down, hold on to me. Forgetting is the same as dying. While you're here, shut the lights off. We simply need someone. Keep yourself safe and your secrets hidden. You have feelings I've never heard about from anyone. We all grow up. We all leave these hallways. And I miss you more than words can say. Nothing but cliches in your mind whenever you sit down to write. It's okay though, because you are the greater poem. You are the one I dream about when I'm alone and I feel happy. It is not sunk into my mind. I'm not optimistic. I'm watching TV shows about death and dying, about growing up and losing yourself. Cut me open, and then you will know who I am. And this is my last one. It's from my book that just came out actually today, which I just released it on Amazon. It's called Live My Life Remix. And the story behind this book is I took another poet's public domain work and revised it heavily and wrote my own poems and added my own poems and removed some of his poems and revised a lot of his poems. And this one is actually entirely by me. This poem I'm going to read, it's in the book. So this is from section 5 and it's number 1. I heard the news today. The poet who was killed by being hit by a car. And how people on the internet would type the next day that he got what he deserved. And this is because their political beliefs don't align with his. And I said, why should his beliefs matter? He died. Don't you understand what this means? I wrote an entire book about why people need to surgically remove extremism from their minds. And a small part of me believed that people would listen, but I'm delusional. I'm a poet free from the chains of dispassion. I'm the only poet who will ever tell you to forget yourself. Forget who you are, transcend yourself. Because death is horrifying. Life is the moment before we jump off the cliff and scream, because we didn't check where we were going before we let go.